$13,590 per year for the low income. That's what they've decided for us. Let's get into the details. But if you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and so I can keep you updated with all of this information that is changing very rapidly right now. I'm watching all the details, I'm doing all the research, and I distill it down into these short videos, which I deliver a few times each and every day so that you can get the latest updates hot off the wire as they're being released. So again, thanks so much for joining me. My commitment to you is to be here for you every single day, right by your side, helping you out in any way that I can, as well as bringing you all the latest details as things are happening. So again, subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet so you don't miss any videos going forward during this very busy time. All right, thank you so much. Let's get right into the video. All right, so one quick side note, if you happen to catch that video from a few hours ago with me coming out talking about my honest opinion on a fourth stimulus check here in 2022, hey, thank you so much for all the nice messages. I've been reading through a lot of comments on that video, and many of you have been reaching out saying, thank you so much for the transparency. Thank you so much for the honesty. We really do appreciate it. So again, thank you so much for the messages. It means a lot to me. And like I said, I'm here for you. Seriously. I know it's confusing. I know it's a tough time. I know it's hard to keep everything straight right now, but don't worry. I'm here for you. Seriously. I want to do whatever I can. It is very important to me to be here for you as your one and only daily advocate. So again, thanks for the nice messages. It truly means a lot to me. All right. Anyway, sorry, enough blabbering out of me. Let's get into the video here. Again, I apologize. Seriously. Sometimes I get carried away, but honestly, I'm just so incredibly grateful for all of you. Anyway, let's get into it. So $13,590 is what they've decided per year for the low income. What does this actually represent? This is the new updated federal poverty line for 2022. Very interesting, because last year in 2021, the federal poverty line was $12,880. I did not run the math on that, but that's a little over. My rough mental math would tell me that's about $730 if I'm calculating that right in my head right here, right now. So it looks like the federal poverty line has jumped up by $730 this year, 2022, over last year, 2021. However, very interesting, because at the same time that I found this information, I also found a couple other headlines out there right now discussing how, yes, you called it, poverty is a policy choice. Very interesting. Not the first time we've heard that one, right? Well, it's kind of interesting because as I continued to dig into this a little bit deeper, I found some more very interesting information about this whole idea of poverty is a policy choice. Yeah. Hit the like button down below if you agree with that. I totally agree with that. Poverty right now is absolutely 100% a policy choice. Now, here's what's actually interesting. As I dug into this a little bit more to figure out a little bit more about what this actually means going forward and what they mean by poverty is a policy choice, here's what I found while doing a bunch more research on this. Right now, with everything going on right now, prices going through the roof, and honestly, I'm going to get into it here in just a second here, but this is not the end of it. According to the research that I was doing today, wow, look out, because prices are going much higher according to what they're saying. But again, I'll get to that here in just a minute. But basically what they're saying with this whole poverty is a policy choice is right now, because of all this massive inflation and the lack of stimulus checks, lack of additional financial assistance right now, the cancellation of the child tax credit payments, the absence of adult tax credit payments, things like this, that a lot of people, millions and millions of people, are falling into poverty or deeper into poverty right now as a result of everything going on right now. In fact, they've already said this year alone, 3.7 million kids have fallen into poverty, not to mention the millions and millions of seniors, elderly, and people with disabilities, as well as just lower income individuals who are maybe 30, 35, 20, 25, 42. I mean, seriously, anybody across the age spectrum, but these are just some of the numbers that I was coming across. But basically what it comes down to is this year alone, in 2022, so far, we're not even that far into the year so far as I record this video, they've already recorded millions and millions and millions of people falling into poverty this year alone over the last couple years, because the last couple years here, 2020, 2021, we received, yes, stimulus checks, and for those 36 to 38 million families who are receiving the advanced child tax credit payments, again, monthly checks for those specified groups of families and individuals. So, yes, absolutely, as we continue to look at this a little bit further, It definitely is 100%. Poverty is a policy choice. Kind of interesting because as I continue to read on to this further, yes, of course, what did they say about what policies could be done to lift people out of poverty? Yeah, obviously. We all know the answers. It is so easy. Stimulus checks, monthly recurring payments, guaranteed basic income, reinstating the child tax credit payments. Very interesting. These are just a few of the easy, simple solutions that I found while doing research that they were actually saying with just one simple stimulus check sent out to the lower income and fixed income Americans right now, that would lift once again millions of people back out of poverty. Reinstating the child tax credit payments, lifting millions of people out of poverty. Here's what else was mentioned in some of this information that I was finding. As a result of these guaranteed basic income programs that are being established all around the country right now, sending out anywhere between $500 and $1,000 per individual per month on an ongoing basis, this is permanently, well, okay, let me take that back. Sorry, not permanently, but it is temporarily lifting these millions of people out of poverty for a longer term period of time, because a lot of times these guaranteed basic income programs are actually implemented for anywhere between about 12 to 24 to maybe 36 months, possibly even longer in some instances. Therefore, these people are being lifted out of poverty for a very, very long period of time, right? A couple years in some instances. Nice. So anyway, it was interesting as I did more research on this. The picture became very, very clear what could be done right now to reverse the policy choices that are being made to actually push so many people into poverty as a result of everything going on right now, right? So very interesting stuff. But one cool thing is that the federal poverty line has technically lifted up by, again, about $730. Again, if my mental math is correct, I should have ran the numbers on that before I started recording this video. I apologize. I could whip out my calculator right now, but I'll do it after I get done filming this. But I'm pretty sure my mental math is correct. But anyway, last year it was $12,880. This year it is $13,590. So that is pretty nice. But anyway, now, let's quickly talk about some of these prices that are going to continue rising. Now, again, I don't want to instill fear in anybody. I don't want anybody to, feel like, more price rises. But I want to lay this out for you. With the result of everything going on around the country right now, there were some big banks, big institutions coming out today saying 10% inflation is certainly 100% on the table for the United States sometime this year as a result of global tensions right now. At the same time, gas prices. I've been talking about this a little bit here over the last few weeks, but as of right now, they're anticipating $5 per gallon gas, potentially even up to $7 per gallon. Not sure about you. I'm buying myself a bike, right? I mean, let's get real here. I'm buying myself a bike, I'm grabbing myself a skateboard, and I'm getting one of those little Razor scooters. I mean, let's be real. Who wouldn't love one of those scooters? They're awesome. Anyway, my point is, this is ridiculous. This is crazy. This is nuts. I don't know what else to say about it, but this is what they're saying. As a result of these global tensions and everything going on right now, we will probably be seeing $5 per gallon gas, and they're saying possibly even up to $7 in some regions around the country. Probably California. So if you're in California, please watch out. I'm not singling out California. I'm simply saying California is almost at $5 already. So it's not that far away from $7. Let's just be real, right? So anyway, wow, just wow. Again, something else out there pinching our wallets even more than it already is right now. So, I mean, seriously, honestly, there's just so much going on right now. It's unbelievable. Like, who would have guessed? Let's just say this much. Who would have guessed 6 months ago that we'd be dealing with all this right now? I wouldn't have guessed this. I mean, seriously, did anybody foresee this coming? I mean, probably some people saw this coming, but I certainly didn't. Not with the research I was doing anyway. I never would have guessed that this was going to be this bad of a situation where we are currently. Anyway, poverty, it's a policy choice. We all recognize that, and we know the solution. Super easy. Send out some stimulus checks. Send out some relief payments. Send out some survival checks. Whatever you want to call it, we don't care. Call it, I don't even know. I was going to make up some weird name. Honestly, I don't even know what to call it. Anyway, hope you're doing well. I'm here for you in any way that I can. This is some of the information that I found for you while doing my research today. And 100%, I think we all can all agree, poverty does not need to be here. We don't need to deal with this. It's absolutely a choice. They know what to do. They could absolutely reverse all of this, lift these millions of people out of poverty, and give them the equity and the standard of living that everybody should be receiving, and everybody deserves in this country, a higher standard of living. Anyway, hope this helps you out. Again, thanks so much for being here. Subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share this video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other 2,200 videos or thereabouts right here on the channel. And remember, I'm here right by your side every single day to help you out in any way that I can. Enjoy, and I'll catch you again later in the next update.